What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun Meehan, and joining me as always is Masterless Samurai, Mr. Conor Lawler.
Did you say Master of the Samurai or Masterless Samurai?
Masterless Samurai. Come on, Conor.
Oh no. Does that just mean I have a hobby with a sword?
I think it means you're a nerd, I think.
You big dork. So, Shaun, this is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, and we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally talk DC characters, and Shaun, you normally talk Marvel characters, if I remember.
Indeed, that's generally the format of the show.
So last week I went and I did Manhunter, and it was, look, and I wouldn't be one to say this, Shaun, I'm not biased, but it has gone down as the best episode of all time. So this is going to be a tough one to follow.
That episode did get a lot of 5-star reviews, Conor, let me tell you.
Did it? And is that in line of what we want?
Oh, well, folks, by the summer solstice, we have a little game going on here where we're wondering if we can get 150 5-star reviews on the Spotify. So there's 3 little dots as you're listening to this. Tap those. And even if you think you've rated before, just check. And if it doesn't say 5, put on 5. We'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty cool. Don't ask why it's on the summer solstice. We've been trying to keep this up. We have to do this until June.
Yes, June 21st to 23rd, depending on how the sun's feeling.
Let's do it this way, Shaun, right? It's February now, okay?
Yeah.
So what if instead we said, we will stop mentioning the word summer solstice as soon as we get to 150.
That's pretty good. That is
it's kind of a hostage situation.
This might be the most times I've said summer solstice in a year in my entire life.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Summer solstice. I have a little tiny lisp as well, so it doesn't always hit.
Me too. We got that Irish lisp. Kicks in.
It's for singing and stuff.
So, Shaun, as I said, it is your week, so that means we're going to be doing a Marvel character. If this is somebody's first episode, you don't have to do anything, just chill out. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate all the reviews and all that stuff we already mentioned, but we have a Patreon, if you want to head on over there.
Yeah.
If you want extra movie reviews, loads of bonus episodes and extra content going up there.
Sure to be a live stream at some point.
There's every few months we have a listener hangout, which basically means that if you're a patron, you get an automatic invite. We all jump on a Google Meet and we shoot the shit for a few hours, and you can just talk nonsense with us. We normally rank something or do a tier list.
It's what I imagine having friends is like, honestly, and it's quite nice.
My only friend is my samurai sword, and clearly not very good with it.
My friend is the blade.
So, Shaun, enough of all that stuff. It is now time for your report. I'm looking forward to it. Who are we doing, and why are they not as good as Manhunter?
Well, Conor, they might not be as good as Manhunter, but that's fine. I'm talking about a character by the name of Kristoff Vernard. Now,
okay,
that might not ring a bell, but what if I were to say to you that they were the heir of Doctor Doom?
The heir of as in, like, are they Doctor Doom's son?
Kind of, yes. I'll explain throughout the course of the report.
He hasn't got on Jeremy Kyle or Ricky Lake to find out.
No, but honestly, there's Jeremy Kyle vibes later on in the story. They do get on each other's throats.
Why am I reacting like, that is not good?
So, created by John Byrne and first appearing in Fantastic Four number 247 in October of 1982, Conor. Doctor Doom was returning to Latveria after a revolution against him. So if you remember from maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I did a Doctor Doom report, and Doctor Doom once a year is allowed to battle Mephisto for his mother's soul. And every year he loses? Yes, and the caveat is every time he loses, his people hate him a little bit more.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. Now, look, as I said, it's been 4 or 5 years since we did the Doom report.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't even actually exist anymore. So
probably do it again.
Feel free to do Doom again. But yeah, Doom is such an interesting character. He's just he's so like. He's psychologically a really interesting villain because he's not like just out there evil.
Yeah.
He's like, he wants people to he wants ultimate power, but simultaneous, it's weird.
He has this weird code of honour, that how he lives his life. And like, you can't help but respect it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So he was returning to Latveria, and he encountered a young boy named Kristoff and his mother, who was a Latverian woman who was still loyal to Doom. One of the robots who was patrolling under the control of Zorba Fortunov, who was just the dude in charge of Latveria at the time, killed the woman in front of her son because she was violating curfew. This outraged Doom, because he considered the woman under his protection. And he's like, how dare you kill a guest of mine?
But they're also the rules that he set up.
No, this is the rules that the monarch at the time after the revolution it had set up.
So Doom is not in charge of Latveria currently?
No, not at the minute. He's coming back to take back control. Doom destroys the robot and takes the young Kristoff into his care, raising him in the royal palace, eventually making him heir to the throne.
Oh, okay. Doom, almost something nice. Why is he doing nice things? I don't like it.
Well, Doom just saw a young boy whose loyal Latverian mother was killed in front of him. So there's some parallels to his own story.
Indeed. Also, I love the fact that Doom is best friends with Reed Richards and Sue Storm's daughter.
Valeria.
He's like so nice to her. That makes it so much funnier, just as a general character note.
Yeah, and so like Kristoff learns to rule from Doom. Eventually, Dr. Doom's body was destroyed in an explosion of cosmic energy when he was fighting an alien one time. Now he ended up psionically, this is set up for later, he put his consciousness into an onlooker just before his body was destroyed, so he's gonna come back, but for all intents and purposes he's dead.
I love a consciousness into a different body before death.
Big fan.
It's comic books have done it for centuries at this point. That it's just like, what you do is, right, you have the big character death, and then you're like, 1 millisecond before they got blown up, they moved their brain into a different brain. So actually they're still alive.
And it's always revealed at like the climax of the story when they've written themselves into such a corner that they just need the original guy to come back.
When they're at the very end of the dark alley and they're like, well, actually, there's no real way out of this.
Yeah.
Unless we say that granny is Dr. Doom.
Yeah, we need a status quo somewhere.
Yeah.
So, in Latveria, Dr. Doom's robots. So, Dr. Doom has these things called Doombots, and each of them thinks that they are Dr. Doom unless the real Dr. Doom is present. So, there's functionally a bunch of Dr. Dooms operating at any one time.
Right.
They believe that the real Doom is dead, and so they implement the backup plan which Doom had set up, hoping that the legacy would carry on after his death. They begin programming Kristoff's mind with the recorded memories of Dr. Doom in chronological order. As a result, Kristoff came to believe that he was the original Dr. Doom.
That is so Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Like, he can't just have him take over. He has to basically implant his brain into him.
Yeah, you need... it's like, it won't work if you're not Doom. So you're just going to have all of my life experience.
Yeah, it won't work if you're not me. Like, you have to be me to lead this place. If it's you, and even if you look at me and you take a lot of your, maybe, teachings from me, it's not really good enough. It's not what I'm looking for here.
Yeah. No, I need you to just be me, would be the ideal. So he's living through all his memories up through his life. Comes to Doom's first outing when he teamed up with the Submariner, Namor, and stole the Baxter Building, the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. So Kristoff, at this point, who's like, he's got a lot of Doom in him, and he's got the arrogance of Doom, gets to this point where he's defeated for the first time by the Fantastic Four, and is like, hang on, stop. I see where Doom went wrong here. So I'm going to do this same plan again, but I've learned all the lessons already. And the big one is that the Submariner was involved, and he has this whole thing with Sue Storm, and it was a whole, there was a whole...
Because Namor's a prick.
Namor's a prick, as we've well discussed on the show.
Would you describe Doom as a prick?
No,
Doom
I don't
is
think...
a shithouse.
Doom is a shithouse. Yeah, but he gets results.
But Namor's a prick. I can't really describe it any more than that.
Yeah, Namor is an arrogant prick, but Doom is a shithouse.
Yeah.
So seeing that the plan to destroy the Fantastic Four had gone wrong, he decides to try it again. He dresses himself in a variant of the original Doctor Doom armour, and it was designed to make him, he is a child at this point, he's like maybe 12, but he thinks he's Doom, and the armour makes him look like a fully grown man.
Oh, okay.
But he's also still has a lot of Doom in his head, and he rationalises that the reason he possesses a child's body is that his consciousness had been transferred into it by an enemy.
This is like layers upon layers of psychological warfare going on here.
It's great, and it's a whole like history of Doom as well. It's such a good story.
And it's like so perfectly Doom that like this kid, he brainwashes him to think that he is Doom, to rational, because that's what Doom, it's okay, that my head hurts.
Yeah, it's Doom's arrogance learning from Doom on Doom's orders.
Oh no.
So, using the original Doctor Doom's advanced technology, Kristoff trapped the Fantastic Four inside the Baxter building, drew it outside of Earth's atmosphere, and then blew the building up. Which, originally, that was the plan, and he made it work this time.
Oh, okay. So then what happens?
Well, the Fantastic Four survive by means of the Invisible Woman's ability to make protective force fields. They then invaded Latveria and defeated Kristoff, leading to their astonishment when they realised that the Doctor Doom who had tried to kill them, was a small brainwashed child.
I like the visual idea of the thing just punching the head off the little kid.
He's in a robot suit, he's fine.
He's just punching a 12-year-old.
The Fantastic Four took Kristoff back to New York City, hoping to restore him to his normal personality. He was eventually placed into confinement because he still thought he was the real Doctor Doom. And meanwhile, the Beyonder, who is someone who lives between dimensions and just does shit to see what happens. And
all right, we're going to stop this right now.
Yeah.
This is a Marvel report.
Yeah,
Everyone, if what he's just saying doesn't make any sense, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's the biggest get out of jail free card in comics. Yeah. Is that there's someone outside of there who just wants to do stuff.
If you just like Spider-Man and Iron Man, that's fine, right? But comics are weird, and there's some lad who's basically God who just fucks about the place.
So, the Beyonder remakes Doom, the original Doctor Doom, into the original Doctor Doom's body. So he's back now.
Okay, so he's come back because God has reatomized him.
Yes, exactly. So at this point, I'm going to have to start referring to real Doctor Doom and Kristoff is how we're going to do this.
Are you just going to say Kristoff or Kristoff Doctor Doom?
I'm going to say Kristoff because I think that's
say
easier.
CDD and then we'll know.
Well, it's spelled with a K. But
KDD. Then we'll know.
Subsequently, the real Doctor Doom used one of his robots to kidnap Franklin Richards of the Fantastic Four, the son of Reed and Sue, in order to use his powers to battle the demon Mephisto. Kristoff summoned this robot and had it, because he can still control it because he's kind of Doom, and had the robot free him from captivity and transport him to Latveria, where he donned a suit of his special armour. He then confronted the real Doctor Doom as he was using Franklin as a bargaining chip in a battle with Mephisto to save his dead mother Cynthia.
Wait, okay, hang on. So now child Doctor Doom has Franklin.
No, real Doctor Doom has Franklin.
There's too many Doctor Dooms. Okay. So real Doctor Doom has Franklin. Okay, yes. So he kidnaps Franklin. And what's child Doctor Doom doing?
Child Doctor Doom was in stasis, kind of, in the Fantastic Four's headquarters, but he escapes and goes after the real Doctor Doom.
Right. And then...
So then Doctor Doom, real Doctor Doom, is in his
Big Doctor Doom and Little Doctor Doom.
Big Doctor Doom is in his battle with Mephisto to save his own mother's soul.
The usual yearly battle.
The usual thing, but he
does.
has Franklin Richards this time, and he's like...
Which also, if you don't know, Franklin, another god. Marvel, once again, weird.
Yeah, reality warping powers, insane. But Doom does not give a shit about him. So he's
he
like...
only likes the daughter.
Yeah.
Hates the son.
And so Doom is like, look, you can have this child if I can get my mother back. And then when Kristoff, little Doctor Doom, when Kristoff saw this, he was like, hang on, Doctor Doom just admitted to a human weakness. He cares about his mother.
Oh.
And then Doom's robots, you'll remember, they determine who the real Doctor Doom is.
Yeah.
Decide that Big Doctor Doom could not be their master because he
has empathy.
Because he has empathy and he's managed by emotions. So they turn on Big Doctor Doom and decide that Kristoff is the true Doctor Doom, and then Big Doctor Doom is forced to flee Latveria.
This is the most comic book story we've covered in so long. There's got brainwashing, you've got different brains and different bodies. This is like Psylocke all over again. This is great.
It's great, isn't it? It's a Psylocke mind swap story.
It's a classic it's a classic comic book thing where, as we all talk about, they're going to write themselves into a corner at some point, and it's going to be fun to see how they get out of it.
Oh, you're not going to like it how they do it. So, Kristoff, as Doctor Doom, claimed rule.
So now he's seen
in comics
as Dr.
at the
Doom.
minute. He's seen as Doctor Doom. Like,
right, okay.
They wanted a hot new young Doctor Doom.
Yeah, a hot new kid. It was the Millennium. He's the Hardy Boys.
So,
what is he?
He claimed rule of Latveria and believed that, we'll call him Big Doctor Doom, was the one who trapped him in a child's body. Okay? This begins. Okay. Meanwhile, Big Doctor Doom keeps fucking attacking Latveria and is like, give me back my throne, you piece of shit. And then he's beaten, and then Kristoff sends lads after Big Doctor Doom and is like, fuck you, this is my city. I'm not giving it back.
There's a fucking 12-year-old kicking the shit out of Doom.
Yeah, and it trades off, and one of them is living in the palace at any one time. They keep swapping control of Latveria between two Doctor Dooms.
So there's just... Doom has basically just made himself a younger version of himself.
Yes.
That keeps beating him.
Yes, and the writers realised that fact. And so in their last encounter, Doom uttered a code word that returned Kristoff's true personality.
See, that's not a great get out.
Really weak, right? Why didn't he do that day one?
You would have done that as step one. The minute the robots turned on him, he would have just used the word.
He would have said pineapple, and then the child would have come back to life.
Yeah, of course. But to have it to that point, then they're like, well, actually, all along, Doom has been a fucking moron because he could have said this word.
Yeah. And then, so Kristoff is sent out in the world. Doom is like, fuck off from Latveria and never return. I'm so sick of you.
I love, once again, Doom is saying this to a child. And it's like, fuck off.
So he is taken in by the Fantastic Four, and for a while, Kristoff becomes a part of their family. And they genuinely look after him, and we're like, no, it's fucked up what happened to you.
That's fucked up, bro. To be fair, but also Reed Richards is also probably really into that he's like, I've got a mini Doctor Doom that I can mould into me.
Yeah. I imagine the power of Doctor Doom, but used for good.
Yeah, so of course, that's really attractive to them.
Yes, so he lives with Fantastic Four for a while. They go on some adventures, and he's still studying magic and science and all the stuff that Doom studies, because he just has a genuine aptitude for it after so long. And he starts making all these insane weapons, and he's going to the Fantastic Four and saying hey, what if we just fucking kill Doctor Doom? I really think we could do it, guys. I think that could be the move.
Galactus is outside the window about to eat the planet, and his first step is always, will we kill Doom first and then we'll get back to this?
Is there anything to be said for killing Doom?
They're having dinner. Like, will we kill Doom and then order some pizza, or what do you want to do, lads?
So, and they're like, no. And then Kristoff snaps. He's like, how does no one agree that this is the right thing to do? Like he's traumatized by what fucking Doom did to him.
He's like, well, I don't want to kill everyone. I just want to kill one lad.
Kill one man.
One lad.
Kill a devil. Like, is that not a good thing to do? And he starts fighting the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, and he's holding his own. Because he has all this insane magic and insane weapons. So he's just, like, he's holding his own against like 5 of the most powerful characters in Marvel.
Maybe they should kill Doom.
And he only calms down because the thing runs off from the fight. And he comes back with a family photo, and Kristoff's in it. And it's like, I don't want to hurt you guys. And then he destroys all his weapons.
Damn you, lovely Ben Grimm, and your lovely heart.
Damn you, nicest man in comics, Ben Grimm.
I just want you to punch that child.
And so, an unspecified amount of time later, an event called Fall of the Hulks happens, which is where Hulk and a bunch of the other Hulks and fighters from Sakaar come back to Earth. And they're like, right, we're just going to kill the top 10 smartest people. Because then no one can stop us, basically. Which is a pretty good plan. They're not able to kill Doom, but they're able to damage his brain so much to the fact that he's not clever enough. He deems himself not to be clever enough to rule anymore.
Doom is fascinating.
I love Doom so much. He's my favourite.
He just has inbuilt rules that he has to go off of, and even if he breaks them, he will just like kill himself if he doesn't live up to his own rule.
Yeah, Doom. One thing about Doom has standards.
even if it's to him. He has standards, and if he falls below his own standards, not just for everyone else, but himself, he's like, well, I'm no longer Doom. I'm no longer the leader.
And so Doom decides he is impaired, his ability to rule is compromised, and so he summons Kristoff to Latveria, ending his exile.
Oh my god.
And he crowns him the new monarch of Latveria. Doom stays advising in the shadows, and then when Doom eventually regains his intellect, they hand it off, and there's no fighting about it.
What?
Because Kristoff is now like, listen, I didn't really want any of this. I'll rule Latveria because it's my duty, but I don't want to be Dr. Doom anymore.
I also have a mental image of Doom like, it's like in The Simpsons, like he's having a bath and one of the Hulks just comes up and hits him with a steel chair by him. It's like, God.
He puts a crayon up his nose.
Oh, now I have a sore head and I'm dumb.
And so, like, he's still around. He's still the ruler, or the heir to Latveria if Doom ever dies.
So they made up.
They made up. And, and Doom trusts him. Doom sees him as, maybe not an equal, but worthy to rule Latveria.
Which he doesn't see anybody else as.
No, not at all.
But it's also interesting because he's also friends with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he bridges the gap weirdly. Him and Valeria are like, they're part of both families, weirdly.
Yeah, and do they get on?
Kind of. He has a...
Kind of.
When he's a kid, Kristoff has a crush on Cassie Lang, Ant-Man's daughter.
Right,
but I don't think anything ever comes of it.
Well, I mean, he is Dr. Doom.
It's true. It's tough to relate to people.
Unless you're into power, I suppose.
I guess, yeah.
But even then, you'd be like, Doom is a shithouse, regardless.
He's well established as a shithouse. He has advanced scientific knowledge and mystical knowledge rivaling his mentor, Dr. Doom.
Holy shit.
His most important weapon is his nuclear-powered microcomputer-enhanced suit of armour, modelled after the original Dr. Doom. It's an exoskeleton which enables Kristoff, even though he's a child, to appear to be the size of an adult. And he can move the legs, arms, hands, fingers. He can move them like they're his own. Like it's
very similar to the movie Power Rangers Turbo Shot, if you remember that.
Okay, we're going back. Okay. We'll give him this one. We'll give him this. How is it similar to Turbo, Connor?
There's a little boy and he becomes a Power Ranger and then he grows up somehow.
Of course.
He's a little boy and then he says it's morphin time and then he somehow becomes 6'3". I never really questioned it when I was younger, but now looking back on it, his limbs are They're in tatters. How does that suit work?
Do those bones stretch? What's going on here?
Do his limbs stretch, or is it like our exoskeleton thing again? I'm not quite sure.
He also has access to the vast arsenal of technological weaponry designed and constructed by Big Dr. Doom. And this is from the Marvel Wiki, which is far too large and varied to be described here. He has every weapon.
The Marvel Wiki just said, etc.
Yeah.
Figure it out yourself, you fucking idiot.
Whatever he needs, basically.
Yeah, whatever the storyline is, Doom is like, I have one of them in the shed. Just hang on, I'm going to go out and get.
He's the ultimate I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. I have something on me.
And that's my report on Kristoff Vernard, a character I don't think most people have heard of, but I think is real neat.
And he doesn't have a superhero name of any kind?
No, he's just Chris. It's Doom, I guess. But
I suppose Mini Doom.
Little Doom.
Little Doom, as we call him.
Fucking Doom, or MF Doom, we could call him.
MF Doom, bro. I mean, that is such a cool character. I've never even heard of him.
Yeah, he shows up for a while. He's not really used much. But I could see him at any moment. They can just be like, oh, bring Kristoff back in.
Yeah, because it's a really interesting character, and also it just adds another extra layer to Doom, just as a character himself.
Yeah, it's a really good vessel for just finding out Doom's motivations, I think.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really cool report, Shaun. That was really good. If you want to learn more, I'm sure there's lots of comic books with Kristoff in it. When did he first appear?
1982, he showed up.
82. So there's plenty of comics, I assume, to go back and read about with Kristoff. But if you like what you heard, we've got hundreds of other characters here for the Hero Zero series. Any of your favourite characters, we've probably already done them. And if we haven't done them, just send in a character by the DMs, by email, by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. Raven, if you want. I haven't done her, but like, if whichever way you want to contact us, that'd be great. We're throwing them all into the list. We're trying to get to everybody's favourites. But other than that, Shaun, you can just tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun Meighan.
I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.